ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੇਂਟ ਡਿਏਗੋ ਦਾ ਦੂਜਾ ਦਿਨ। ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਥੱਕੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਡਿਨਰ ਰਿਜ਼ਰਵੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਪਾ ਦੂੰਗਾ। ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ ਸੀਗਾ ਖਾਣਾ, ਓਵਰ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸਡ ਸੀਗਾ ਮਗਰ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੀਗਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਵਿਊ ਲਈ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਪਲਾਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਜ਼ੂ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥਾਂ ਥਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਸੇਂਟ ਡਿਏਗੋ 'ਚ ਘੁਮਾਉਣਾ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਰਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾ ਦੇਵਾਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ। ਅਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਜੋ ਕਾਰਪੇਟ ਵਿਛੀ ਆ, ਕਾਰਪੇਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਐਨੀਮਲ ਭਾਲੂ ਦੇ ਖਲ ਦੀ ਕਾਰਪੇਟ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ। ਚਮੜੀ ਇਹ ਅਤੇ ਭਾਲੂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਭਾਲੂ ਦੀ ਚਮੜੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਇਹ। ਅਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਦੇਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਠੰਡ ਲੱਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ। ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਗ ਸੇਕਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੰਮ ਆ, ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ 'ਚ ਇਹਨੂੰ, ਫਾਇਰ ਪਿਟ। ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਏਰੀਏ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ, ਪੱਗ ਦੀ ਪੂਣੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਰੈਡੀ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ। ਮਗਰ ਇਹ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੇਖੋ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਦਾ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ। ਐਸਥੈਟਿਕਸ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਯੂ ਨੋ, ਮਨ ਕਰਦਾ ਬੈਠਣ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਯੂ ਨੋ, ਕੋਈ ਗੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸੋਹਣਾ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨ ਵਾਈਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗਾ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਜ਼ੂ 'ਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ, ਸੇਂਟ ਡਿਏਗੋ ਜ਼ੂ, ਸਫਾਰੀ ਜ਼ੂ। ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਫਾਰੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜ਼ੂ 'ਚ। So this is where we are right now. I need to get here. So in like 30 minutes we need to cover that ground. I think we should be able to. So ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰਿੱਲਾ ਵਾਲੇ ਏਰੀਆ 'ਚ ਐਂਟਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਸਤੇ 'ਚ ਮਿਲਣਗੇ gorilla.
He's posing. Looks like it. He's going, taking my picture. So is this my good side?
I know, look at him. He's posing.
Let me hold this close for a while.
Let me look on the ball. That was a wet.
ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਅੱਡੇ 'ਤੇ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ ਇੱਥੇ ਐਂਡ ਸਫਾਰੀ 'ਤੇ ਚੈੱਕ ਇਨ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਇਹ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਹਾਰਟ ਸਫਾਰੀ। ਇਹ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਨੂੰ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਜਾਣਾ। ਸੋ ਫਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੋ ਹੀ ਇੱਥੇ, ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਅੰਕਲ ਆਂਟੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਸਿਰਫ 4 ਜਣੇ ਹੀ ਆ। So we got here a little bit early. We're waiting on the next group. So this is our ਗੱਡੀ for the safari. ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈਗਾ ਲੋਰੀ। Say hi, Lori.
Just got my license back.
Wow. Okay. ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਹੈ ਇਹਦਾ।
Everybody's gonna go, don't get hurt, it's a guy.
All right.
And I know my friends in the back are visiting for the first time. What about the rest of you? Are you first-time visitors?
Everyone except me. I've been here once.
Okay. How long ago was it you were here?
15 years ago.
Okay, wonderful. Out of state today?
Me.
Okay. Where are you visiting from? New York City. Have you been to the Bronx Zoo?
Of course.
I love that zoo. I was there today and I loved it. Safari Park that you're here at, we are part of an accredited zoo network, and I'll tell you what that means, but you are all going to think I'm quite the rhino whisperer, because that rhino running behind her mom right now Both mom and baby look like they're going to go to the bathroom. And it just so happens, you wouldn't think such a large animal is so neat, but they are. This, that's Alice and her little girl, Casey, or Casey's mom. Alice is the girl. And yes, you think I'm the poop whisperer, huh? But what if I told you that rhinos are very fastidious? When they go number 2 poop, they only go to a common midden, which is just a way of saying a bathroom. It's just what a bathroom is. To mature and have a baby, then it means that you're not bumping into your significant other that much. So how do you know what's going on in your world if there's fewer and fewer of you? So it turns out the secret is in the dung. That's where they go to get their status updates. They go to the dung piles. That's how they find out what's going on in their world, and that's how they communicate. So I know it's not, quite the norm, but it does work for them. So I was beginning to tell you that this, I'm going to pull up so all of you can see her. Everybody see her well? Yeah, you know what? She's just one of the local deer. She was here first, at least our ancestors were, right? Because we're in a rural area, when we built this place, we probably displaced some local wildlife that was living here first. And some of the ones, like the deer here, have learned that, you know what, I don't really want to go back out there, because if I stay here, I can get a lot of good treats, and I can stay safe from predators. So this is a very big zoo, as you probably are beginning to already see. We could fit 10 Disneylands or 10 San Diego zoos in here. It tells everybody, because the horse that's eating right now is a clone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at Bill. I know. It's kind of interesting. Look, he moved when I said that. He's like, that's me. So here we have, here at Partners, we have a research institute. And one of the departments there is the genetics and reproductive biology department. And we have a frozen zoo like in Jurassic Park. So we have, some people say it's like an ark because there's over 10,000 individual animals in there. And even some that are extinct. And I don't know if you caught what I said about them. I called them a crash because a group of rhinos is called a crash. And the reason why they're called a crash is because from where I am sitting in this cart to where they are right now, they can't really see us. But that's okay, because if I whisper, even with my microphone, they can hear me. They have a special talent that sometimes some of us like to say we have, but we don't. They can watch TV and listen to their mom talk to them at the same time. It takes a lot of talent. It's hard. It's not our fault. People just can't really hear 2 sounds at once, but they can. So one pattern you're already seeing out here in this. Now it came on, we have a new male rhino here. He arrived here from the Fresno Zoo, which is just a little north of Los Angeles, not too far from here. And he's got some really big shoes to fill because his predecessor came from a facility in India and he had 13 babies in 11 years. So, poor Capone here, he's like, how do I beat that, So, again, you're seeing this pattern. We have these little blonde and white animals in the foreground. If you look way to the left, you can see what a large herd is. There's over 100 of them in that herd. The orange cattle that you see out there are actually wild cows from Indonesia called Javan Banteng. And it surprises because a lot of times islands don't support big animal life just because you eat yourself out of house and home. But they're endemic to those islands. The Indian or greater one-horned rhinos have those body folds that look like body armor or armadillos, as some people say. But notice a very short horn. And that's because one evolved to live in the open. If you're an African rhino, you need those big horns because you live in the open. But if you're one of these rhinos, you live in subtropical. The one that's straight ahead of us eating on the other side of the wall, that's a 7.5-month-old. And she's just now tall enough to reach over on the other side. look at him. He has to do the splits to pick up something from the ground. Giraffes aren't really designed to eat from the ground like that. Even for that little guy, it's hard. They're beautiful animals, aren't they? And they have a really unique form of locomotion. Do you see how those legs are moving? That's called pacing. So the 7.5-month-old that was just eating from here a second ago, I don't know if any of you, back in May, there was, you know, in the news, there was for a week or two, there was a story about a baby giraffe that needed to have braces on her front leg. I don't know if anybody remembers hearing that, but it was that giraffe over there. When she was born, and it was a lot of times with giraffes, if people are here, we're going to watch the baby be born. Rhino's the same thing. But when she got up, it was really startling to watch because her knees bent backwards and she was falling down. So she had to be pulled, and we had to call in, our veterinarians tried casting it, and they weren't successful. So we see how a lot of times the lions and the cheetahs and the leopards, they like to jump onto our vehicles, and they like to use it to look over the tall grass. So we had over 21 lions here over 15-year periods because the cubs are born back to back usually with the litters, and we had 3 males in here at one time. We thought the truck was lion-proof because the wheels were way down with cement. And these 3 girls, the first week they were out of quarantine, they shredded the tires. All the sprinkler heads in here are embedded pretty far to the ground. No lion ever tried to get in the mud. Not these 3. And then the first time it happened after there was a huge geyser. It was just massive torrents of water coming down. So,
ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੱਪ ਹੈਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਲਈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਵਾਕਵੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਤੁਰੋ ਫਿਰ ਸੱਪ ਤਾਂ ਦਿਖਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ ਦੂਰ जब तुसी इत्थे रात नूं रहना चाहते हो तुसी इन्हां नाल गल करो तुसी रात नूं इत्थे बह जाओ सो जाओ सवेरे उठ के चल जाओ ओवरनाइट कैंपिंग वांगू ही हुंदा अंदर मैं जा नहीं रहा ज़्यादा क्योंकि मैं इत्थे परमिशन नहीं लई कैंप करने दी अती पास तुहानूं मिलदा टेंट बने हुए आ इदां जो जंगली कैंपिंग हैगी है मैं सोच रहा किस दिन अफ्रीका च जाके करूँगा अफ्रीका के कोई रिजर्व्स और नैशनल पार्क्स उत्थे करूँगा इत्थे वधिया ट्रेनिंग इत्थे ले लांगे सो ट्रिप खत्म हो गया हुण असीं इंडिया दा हुण असीं इहदे अंकल नाल बाहर जाके हुण खाना ताकत नहीं रही ये पिछे जो साडे लोहा घूम रहा घुमान दी